Okay, so we are live on YouTube too.
Thank you, sir.
Surekha?
Yes, Ramkrishna, you had any questions?
No, I was just waiting for Surekha to come on.
Okay, okay.
I'll make her the host and then it will be easier for me. I'll just inform her that I'm making the host.
Yeah, okay.
रड़के मैडम थोड़ा सा कैमरा एडजस्ट करिए आप. हाँ.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, Surekha sister, you can unmute yourself now. I
Yes,
think.
sir. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Surekha, I'm making you the host. Huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Matwani.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, good. Thank you. Nice
Yes.
to see you after a long time.
Yes. It was our dream to have a webinar with Dr. Matwani.
Okay.
Yes, Surekha and myself.
I think you can start, Surekha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can start now. A warm good morning to one and all. Today's esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Manoj Matnani, sir. Respected Dean, Dr. Usha Radke, ma'am. Respected Vice Dean, Dr. S.R. Shinoy, sir. Moderator for today's session, Dr. Rajeshri Kolte, ma'am. Chairperson, Interns Monitoring Committee, Dr. Surekha Rathod, ma'am. Dear interns and newly joined first BDS students present here today. As someone rightly said, kill tension before tension kills you. Reach your goal before goal kicks you. Live life before life leaves you. On behalf of Interns Monitoring Committee, VSPM Dental College and Research Center, Nagpur, I, Dr. Jayashree Chahande, welcome you all to this most relevant session for all the students and interns during this COVID-19 pandemic situation. Yes, we all experience an unprecedented situation with the global COVID-19 pandemic. And today's session will be on being positive no matter what. Positivity is an integral part of our life which gives us health and vitality. And I hope everyone will be benefited with this session. Now I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp of positivity and invoke the blessing of Goddess Saraswati. I request all to join.
You want us to light it in a virtual way from our mobile?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, now you are lighting this lamp.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful.
Dean, ma'am. Dean, ma'am.
Yes.
Vice Dean, sir. Rathod, ma'am,
Yes.
please. बोलते
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, yes.
Amazing. I have seen it for the first time.
Thank
Very
you,
innovative,
sir.
very creative.
Yeah.
We have a very talented Lord Dr. Matnani.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can make
I
out right
found it
now.
on TubeMate, sir.
Good. Good, Jayashree. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep it up.
Thank you all for joining with us this virtual lamp lighting. Now we will proceed. Our Chairperson, Intense Monitoring Committee, Dr. Surekha Rathod ma'am, who is teaching and practicing positivity regularly and make it as a part of her life. Madam is a trainer and facilitator of Vihasa, and she teaches everyone about values in healthcare, a spiritual approach. Now I call Dr. Surekha Rathod ma'am for welcome address. I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Jayashree. Good morning, one and all. First of all, I welcome to our today's speaker, renowned consultant, pediatric nephrologist, Dr. Manoj Metnani, sir. And I also welcome to our beloved Dean, Dr. Usha Radke, Madam, Vice Dean, sir, Dr. S.R. Shonai, and today's moderator, Dr. Rashri Kolte, Professor, Department of Periodontology and Implantology, and all my dear students for today's guest lecture. The recent pandemic due to coronavirus has become major concern for the people. Fear, worry, and stress are normal responses to perceived and real threats. And at times, when we face uncertainty, so it is normal and understandable that we are experiencing fear in the context of COVID-19. It is important to acknowledge that these feelings are reasonable to expect them. It is only by building up tolerance and can move through these fears. So today's speaker will speak on being positive no matter what. Thank you. Over to Jayashree.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words and constant support. Now I request our respected, ever enthusiastic and dynamic, ever smiling Vice Dean sir to share his views on this occasion.
Thank you,
So,
Jayashree, for those lovely words. I must compliment you for this, the virtual lamp lighting which you had along
thank you,
with
sir.
Saraswati Vandana. So it's very important in today's world that we stay positive no matter what. We are constantly bombarded with a lot of stress, lot of negativity. Iska kya hoga, uska kya hoga, gas cylinder, farmers protest, so on and so forth. Well, we have to overcome all these things, and including not just gas cylinder farmers protest, but also day to day lives. कि आज बस नहीं आई या आज गाड़ी पंक्चर हो गई टाइम पे नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हैं we are constantly driving our cars so fast so that we come before the 9 o'clock deadline. So we have to stay cool. These stresses are not going to go away. We have to stay cool no matter what. And that is exactly what Dr. Matnani is going to tell us. We are recording this, Dr. Matnani, because it may not be possible for a few of us to attend it in live. But I'm sure that I'm going to go back to the YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, and watch your video at ease. Because I'm sure I, and not only, and not just me, but so many others would pick up some points from your wonderful lecture. I could see that your modulating, your voice modulation is fantastic, and you have control over what you're going to speak. So I'm definitely not going to miss it for your life. While Dr. Matnani says we should be positive, please stay safe, maintain social distancing, wear your mask, get yourself vaccinated, and do hand sanitization time and well, because COVID-19 is not the positive thing that we are looking forward to. So mind is where you should be positive, and COVID is somewhere we should always remain negative. I would like to congratulate the Interns Monitoring Committee, Dr. Surekha Rathod, Dr. Jayashree Chande, and of course our Dean Madam, who has made it possible to join. And I wish the interns and the students very well. Thank you, Dr. Matnani, for accepting our invitation.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational speech. Thank you, sir. I request our beloved Dean, Dr. Usha Radke ma'am, who is always motivating us to conduct such programs for the overall development of the student. I request our Dean ma'am to share her views about being positive in this unprecedented situation. Ma'am, please.
Yes. Thank you, Jayashri. Good morning, everyone. Today's guest speaker, Dr. Manoj Matnani, Vice Dean Dr. Ramakrishna Shenoy, Chairman of the committee, Intermonitoring Committee, Dr. Surekha Rathod, Moderator for today's session, Dr. Rajeshri Kolte, all the members of the Intermonitoring Committee, all staff members, our interns, and my dear students. So on behalf of SPM Dental College, I welcome you all in this session on positivity, which is organized by our Interns Monitoring Committee, which is a very active committee in the college. My special welcome to Dr. Matnani sir for accepting our invitation. Sir is a nephrologist. He is a very busy practitioner. I know he is attached to college also. When I met Dr. Matnani in one of the Vihasa session, myself and Dr. Surekha, that time only we have decided to have a session by Dr. Matnani in college. And really, it is a great time that in COVID situation, you are here. It is the right time, I think. So dear interns and dear students, it's for you. First years, it's very important. Junior most and senior most are here. So you have joined, interns, we have joined, and we are meeting first time in the digital platform. So I welcome you and I congratulate all the interns for successfully excelling in the examination and joining their duties as the interns. Freshers, already you are here. We have welcome you, first years. But which will today's session is regarding the positivity, which will definitely help you to work in the right direction for the interns and for the students, those who are just because of this situation, you have to be online only for the lectures as well as the postings. But be positive in this situation also. Take opportunity and take help to develop other your qualities like this, which will help you in the profession as well as in the personal life. It is rightly said by someone that nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. So problems will always be there for interns. सर ने तो बहुत बोला वैसे ही कि we are not been vaccinated, we are not getting enough clinical exposure in this critical situation. We are not getting the stipend, the bus problem is there, vehicle problem is there, many problems are there. But you count the list positively. What things are positive in your life, you count. So I think that list will be bigger than the negative things. It is always about our mindset. If we train ourselves to look at the everything in life with a positive attitude, we'll find that life is very good for everyone. Just you have to think positively. And with this concept only, with this idea, we have organized this session by Dr. Matnani. And really, this is the great time, important time in this situation. Dr. Matnani session will be encouraging and motivating for our freshers, first year students, and interns also. So I thank Interns Monitoring Committee, Dr. Surekha Rathod, Dr. Jayashri, and all members of my committee for conducting this important webinar. So thanks a lot again, and thank you, Dr. Matnani, for accepting our invitation of this today's webinar. Thank you very much. Over to Dr. Jayashri.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your constant guidance and encouragement. I would like to invite all the questions in the chat box. At the end of the session, we will be having the question and answer session. And my humble request to all to keep your mics mute to avoid the disturbances during the session. And you can unmute during interactive activities only. It is a great honor for me to introduce and welcome moderator for today's session, who is a perfect blend of beauty with brain, Dr. Rajeshri Kolte ma'am. Madam is presently working as a professor, PG guide and PhD guide in the Department of Periodontics and Implantology at VSPM Dental College and Research Center, Nagpur. She has completed her graduation and post-graduation from Government Dental College and Hospital, Nagpur from 1990 to 1998. And she has done diploma in hospital and healthcare management from Yashwantrao Chavan Maharashtra Open University, Nashik. Dr. Kolte ma'am has many achievements to her credit. To name a few are, she was awarded merit by Indian Society of Periodontology for standing first in subject of periodontology at the final professional examination in 1995. She has been awarded Colgate Gold Medal for obtaining highest percentage of marks in BDS examination by Nagpur University in 1996. She has won prizes in various essay competitions held by ISP, that is Indian Society of Periodontology, and IDA, that is Indian Dental Association in 1997, 98, 99, and 2013. She is a recipient of 4 copyrights from Government of India. She was awarded long-term research grant by MUHS Nashik in 2014. Madam has guided many undergraduate students for short-term research grant by MUHS Nashik. She has more than 90 national and international publications to her credit. She is reviewer of more than 10 national and international PubMed Index journal. She has attended various local, state, and national level specialty conferences and presented scientific papers. We are very happy to have Dr. Rajashri Kolte madam as moderator. Welcome, ma'am. So I have hand over the further proceedings to Kolte ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Jayashree. Thank you for such a kind words. So, hello everyone. Very good morning to all of you present on this virtual platform. So, at the outset, I would like to congratulate the Interns Monitoring Committee for organizing such a wonderful session, and I also would like to thank you for inviting me as a moderator for this session on such a wonderful topic, positivity. Positivity is a quality that I always try to imbibe in myself. I always try to practice it in every situation of my life. So, friends, we all have many reasons to worry, like as rightly pointed out by our respected Dean, Vice Dean Sir, Dean Ma'am, that we have many reasons. Patient nahi mil rahe, then stipend nahi ho raha, exam postponed ho rahi. So many, the list goes on. Corona pandemic is there. So, but have you ever noticed that there are many people, they remains positive, they remains happy in this situation also. So, have you ever thought how they do it? Are they different from us? No, they just adopt the positive attitude. So it is an attitude that matters. So today we have our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Manoj Matnani with us, who will guide us, will motivate and encourage us about the positivity. So the topic for this today's presentation is being positive no matter what. So friends, it's a great pleasure of mine to introduce today's guest speaker, Dr. Manoj Metnani. Sir is a consultant pediatric nephrologist. He has completed his MD from KEM Hospital, Pune. He also did IPNA fellowship from St. John's Medical College, Bangalore, and 3 years clinical fellowship in pediatric nephrology from Great Ormond Street Hospital, London, UK, and Royal Manchester Children's Hospital, Manchester. Sir has also done postgraduate diploma in value education and spirituality in 2010, then memory development and psychoneurobics in 2012, values in healthcare in 2015, and counseling and hypnotherapy. Currently, Dr. Metnani is working at KEM Hospital, Jahangir Hospital, Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital in Pune, and Bombay Hospital in Mumbai. He manages 2 pediatric nephrology clinics, one in Pimpri and other in Pune. Sir is also associated with D.Y. Patil Medical College in the capacity of Associate Professor in Pediatric Nephrology. He has many achievements to his credit, like he is a life member of Indian Society of Pediatric Nephrology and the International Society of Nephrology. Sir has conducted many academic talks, that is around 105 so far at various national and international conferences. He has many publications, national as well as international, in various journals to his credit. Also, he has contributed chapters in 4 textbooks. Sir was awarded the gold medal, that is Dr. V. Balagopal Raju Endowment Award for the research work on nutritional value of topical oil applications in neonates. He conducts regular camps on kidney problems in children and adults at Global Hospital and Research Center, Mount Abu. Then spiritually, he is a regular godly student of Prajapita Brahmakumari Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya since 2008 and also active life member of medical wing of Brahmakumaris since 2010. Sir is a coordinator, trainer and facilitator for Vihasa activities that are conducted in Mumbai and Pune. He is also involved in national campaign that is My India, Healthy India, organized to the Ever Healthy Hospital, Shantivan, Abu Road. Sir is also conducting seminars, lectures, field visits and de-addictions starting in the Vidarbha area of Maharashtra and has conducted many lectures on Vihasa, de-addiction, stress management, self-management, time management and neurobic healing in India as well as abroad. So here we have such a great speaker to enlighten us and to motivate us about the positivity, the quality that we always want to adopt. So here I welcome you, sir, and I hand over this virtual platform to you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajeshri Kolte. So before we start, we'll just take a minute of silence. Try to experience this beautiful silence outside. And as you see, there's so much of silence outside. Try to match it with the silence and the peace inside. And invoke the Supreme Being, God, Ishwar, Allah, whatever you want to call it, and experience His company for the same. So thank you so much once again, and I'm really indebted to Dr. Usha Radke, who's the Dean. I know her quite well. We have met quite often during the Vihasa sessions. Dr. Shenoy, beautiful examples he gave, and ultimately thank also Dr. Surekha Rathod, who's the instrument, the local instrument whom I was in touch with, and she asked me to conduct this, so I was quite more than happy to do that. So today's topic, I think all of you all know very well, is being positive no matter what. Actually, it reminds me, when I just think of this topic, it reminds me of Dadi Janki. She was our administrative head so far since till last March. She was 103 years age, and she left the body, the mortal body, what we call, last year March. So it's exactly 1 year now. And so there's a small book which I would recommend you all to read, that which she has compiled. Very beautiful speaker, a beautiful person. She's also called the most stable mind in the world. And the book she's written is a very small booklet, I must say, Feeling Great No Matter What. So when I think of this topic, being positive, somewhere or the other, it relates to feeling great. Because let me just try to dissect these two things for you. What is a thought and what is a feeling? You know, when we say we should think positive, we should be positive, being positive rather. So the being aspect can only happen when I think positive. As all of you rightly know, in this today's talk, I don't want to make it a very boring lecture for you all. All of you can, on the Google, n number of episodes or n number of lectures on positivity, you all can get it, and you all can even read it. So all of you are very well aware of how positivity is important for us in life. But why are we not able to remain positive? What is that thing which is lacking? Maybe I'll try to touch upon that a little bit. And what can I do to help me in regaining that positivity inside, so that I can practice it for my life in my entire career? And you all belong to the VSPM Dental College. So all of you all are healthcare professionals. And as I was telling you all again and again, that you all are very well aware of what positivity can do to our body, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, everything. You all know that. So let us just come back to this thought and feeling. So for being positive, you have to be doing positive thoughts. It is a little bit of work because I'm stuck in a traffic jam. I had an accident last night. My near and dear one, my close relative, is ill in the hospital with a terminal illness and maybe has left the body also. So there are so many situations in life, and all these are highly negative. I must not even say negative. They are what we call catastrophic situations, particularly the death of a family person, having a critical illness, so many other things. So how can I regain? How can I stay positive in those? So as I told you, coming back to this thought, so we have to really work on our thoughts. Thought is what I like to say is a static energy. Right now it's around 10:24 in the clock. All of you pause for a minute, think what you're thinking. This is what is called the concept of mindfulness. It has come from the West, from the UK, United Kingdom. I have worked there, so I know the people over there very well. But actually, it's something very ancient. It's an ancient Indian concept, I must say, which is in Gita also is mentioned. Be in the present, be in the present moment. So what they say mindfulness is to practice being in the present moment, because we see the moment we drift our consciousness or thoughts from the present either into the past or in the future, we tend to get disturbed. Usually, I'm sure you agree, if you're in the present moment, you never get disturbed. But psychology or even psychiatrists say that because these are the people who deal with mind, psychiatrists deal with the mind, they are mental health professionals. So there are many studies conducted, and it has been shown they have analyzed the human mind in detail. And at any one point of time, when they conducted the study on individuals, it was seen that around, I must say, 85% times we are in the past. So we have to check for us. At this moment, I told you it's 10:25 now, 1 minute has passed. Right now, at this point of time, are you thinking about the past of 10:24, what happened, or you are in the present moment? So studies have shown we are majority times 85% in the past. Of the remaining 15%, say around 10-12%, we are always in the future. We are thinking about what I have to do. So for example, at 12 o'clock, what I have to do, what I have to eat, or what is my routine till 5 p.m., what I have to do at 5 p.m. when I go home, what is my schedule at home. So many things about the past, but that only constitutes around, as I said, 15% or maybe 12%. And you see there's hardly any scope left. The remaining 2 to 3% we are in the present moment. And right now, as I'm speaking to you about positivity, I don't know how many of you are with me. I'm not trying to taunt you, but I'm saying you're physically with me. But what is your mind doing? Where is your mind? Are you with me totally? Like, are you able to concentrate on each and everything what I'm saying, or you're thinking of something else? So coming back to this mindfulness concept, so people realize that it's basically a fast mind, because the mind is either back, it's just going backwards, or it's going forwards. It's just not remaining in the present moment. And we are in this age of everything fast. Like you have fast cars, you have fast food, you have fast mobiles, you have fast RAM. No one would want a slow car, a slow mobile with a very slow RAM, fast computer. Everything is fast. But let us take a pause for a minute and ask, what is the status of my mind? Does a fast mind really do any good to me? I need to check for myself. I'm not going to preach you on that what you have to do. You have to decide. So obviously, if it is a mind which is running at a fast speed, either going backwards in the past from the memories, or it is just going forwards, thinking about the future all the time, it's really of no good for me. So we need to really slow the speed of the mind. And when I say slow, it's not really slow, it's basically stabilizing the mind. So today's topic, as I go further, I'll just complete the thought and feeling aspect, otherwise it will just remain. So thought is a static energy. We are creating constantly thoughts. And along with thought, automatically there's a feeling which is associated with that. We don't realize because we stay in a very automated mode nowadays. So say, for example, if it's your birthday today, you get up in the morning. The moment you get up, you feel very nice, right? We say, oh, I'm feeling very good. Now, why are you feeling good? Because in the back of your mind, you have created this thought. And what is the thought? That, oh, it's my birthday today. So this shows that thought is a static energy and feeling is a dynamic energy. So as I create thoughts, so is my feeling. So let's shift back to the topic of today, that feeling positive, or rather I must say being positive. So we think positive and then we feel positive and then we move on to being positive. So you now know that the basic foundation of being positive is going back on the feeling level, and still further beyond is the thought level. So the word positive, positive, itself has the answer to it. So in the next, say, around half an hour or so, I'll try to cover these few things. It's my habit, I try to sort of take the particular word which I want to cover on. So positivity is a great value, being positive is a great value. So I will just cover the talk, look at each alphabet and try to cover on that alphabet a particular word about that value. So the starting with P. So what does P mean? So as I started the talk, I told you, let us just be silent and peaceful. So the first P stands for being peaceful and powerful. You know, the moment you just slow your thought process and you create a peaceful thought, you have to create. It can't come from outside. You have to create. You have to understand that thought is my creation. So I don't have time to go into thoughts in detail. Otherwise, the positivity will remain on the side. But sometime later we can cover. So it's my creation. We can't say, "Oh, I got angry." No, I have created a thought of anger. I'm feeling very happy. Why am I feeling happy? Because I have created a thought of happiness. So, we need to dissect this. We need to really filter that a thought and a feeling are slightly different. And obviously, they are interconnected to each other. But I need to work on one thing. I can't work on the feeling level. I have to work on the thought level, and then my feeling automatically will change. So, the moment I create positive thoughts for anything happening in my life, I immediately become peaceful and powerful. In our spiritual teachings in Brahma Kumaris, we hear these murlis, what we call, these are the godly versions. These are basically the versions which God, the Supreme Being, tells us. And what he tells us is, actually, when we say he, it is nothing about it's a male identity or she being a female. But since it is Param Pita, we say, no, Param Pita Paramatma, God is the Supreme Father. So therefore, automatically it comes into our vocabulary, his and him. So don't identify that I'm speaking about what you call a physical body. No, absolutely no. So coming back to the Murlis, the teaching I really liked about Brahma Kumaris is, we are taught here that just apply full stop to anything in life. Whatever happens, just apply a full stop. Now, if I go in the details of this, applying a full stop means what you have to do is, for example, I'll give you a situation. Say I have broken my leg. I have got a car accident. I'm in a hospital, a fracture. My leg is splintered. I have a plaster cast. Now I'm in the hospital on the bed. So I would obviously keep thinking, "Arey, ye mere saath kyun hua? Mere saath hi kyun hona tha?" and all that. So obviously I'm in a vicious cycle of negative thinking. So what I need to do is, when I'm in this vicious cycle, I just need to tell my mind, my dear mind, please stop, full stop. When you say that, you'll be amazed your mind listens to you. Because let me tell you, my dear friends and colleagues, I must say, mind, in Hindi, कहते हैं मन चंगा तो जग चंगा, which means my mind can be my best friend and my worst enemy as well. So why not make your mind your best friend? So applying this full stop immediately will stop this vicious cycle inside. But applying a full stop is not really so easy. I can give you n number of topics, just keep saying that, but you have to do that. And how do you do that? As I told you, you need to be powerful to do that. So creating a peaceful thought needs power. So here what we call is the power of silence or power of peace. So I would request all of you that from today onwards, when we go to our homes or wherever you're at your workplace, try to withdraw, try to detach a little bit from your whatever you're doing. It's not that you physically go and lock yourself in a room. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not, when I'm speaking about these things, it's all about the subtle things of the mind. It's nothing to do with the physical. So it is try to detach, which means apply a full stop, detach from that situation which you are in the sense, if you are in a situation in the mind. So now I'll take my example again. I'm thinking these negative thoughts, why me, why me? So full stop, detach from the situation, and create this powerful thought that it's all right, it has happened to me, I'm in a plaster cast, I'm fine. So the moment you create this thought, I'm fine, I'm all right, everything is good, there are so many other things around me happening with me which are still very good, this is creating a powerful thought. So I need to do that. As I said, that there'll be many lectures and many talks you can listen to on positivity, but you have to finally start applying it. And application will only happen when I'm able to do it myself with that power. So the first P is peaceful and powerful. So we need to do that. We'll be practicing that. And I think the best way to do that in our life is to learn a little bit of meditation. I really don't mind people can on your screens. I absolutely have no problems. It's actually good that I can interact with you all on a visual level, but that's absolutely fine. I do respect your privacy if you don't want to, but it's fine if you want to open your cameras. That's perfectly fine with me. So we'll see that towards the end of the talk today, that how do I empower myself? I can create a peaceful thought, but for creating that peaceful thought, I need to be empowered. And that empowerment can only happen when I find out some time for myself in my busy schedule. Some time, I'm not asking you a lot of time, some time to sit back, relax, stabilize your mind, calm your mind, and then go back inside and create this, empower yourself. And this empowerment can only happen by connecting ourselves with the Supreme Being. Let's come to the time is really flying fast. Let me go on to the O. In positive, the next is O. So what is this O standing for? I must say this is opportunity, very important word, opportunity, and outlook of optimism. All these three O's are very important, I feel. So what is this opportunity? You know, I'll just again take the example. I'm in the hospital with a fractured leg. What is an opportunity for me in this? Think. In the management sector, when they teach students, there is something called SWOT analysis, SWOT. SWOT, SWOT. You want to write it down, you can. S stands for your strengths, W stands for your weaknesses, O stands for your opportunities, and T stands for your threat. So they ask you all in the end, after giving you a lecture, to do this SWOT analysis. Sit with yourself, look at what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses. Majority of the times we all find that a lot of weaknesses are there. We have strengths as well, but we don't try to look at our strengths. So we have to change our perspective. We have to start looking at our strengths. What are our strengths? Then only we can try to think positive. Because if I feel, oh, I'm weak, I mean, I'm so full of these things, I can't do that, it's a highly negative thought. And if I keep saying I can't do that, I can't do that, this is the law of attraction. So mind well, law of attraction means whatever you think starts happening, and it really starts happening. I'll explain you sometime the mechanics of this later because I don't have time today. But the law of attraction is now, apply it in a reverse way. If you start thinking positive, you'll start attracting positivity towards yourself. So opportunity needs to be converted into, I mean, a threat or a challenge needs to be converted into an opportunity. So as I told you in that SWOT analysis, we tell people after you find out your weaknesses, now you work on your strengths. After you look at threats, after you look at challenges, difficult situations, now try to work on the solutions, try to work on the opportunity. So what opportunity can I have when I'm sitting in the plaster cast in the hospital? So this is with me, for example. Now let us take at the entire level. COVID pandemic, last March, it just started. It's exactly 1 year this month. So we were all at home. Everyone was working from home. So what are the opportunities which this pandemic gave us? We need to churn on that. I'm sure many opportunities are there. So actually people started knowing each other. They started spending time with each other at home. the emotional bonding increase. To some extent, a little bit of damage can also happen, because when you start living with people more, and when 9 to 5 you're stuck with the same person at home, sometimes you start looking at their weaknesses, their original scars, their personalities, and then there may be a bit of conflict. But many good things happen when we start spending time at home with our near and dear ones. Emotional bonding develops. You start having food from home, sattvic food. Particularly at Brahma Kumaris, we really stress on that. You can't you can't eat food from outside, because that really affects your thoughts and emotions. So we started cooking self. People started working from home as well, and when you start working from home, finances come to you. I mean, your bank accounts were still full, you were not on the street. So there are so many advantages, there are so many things. So I just need to change my outlook. So therefore I call this as an optimistic outlook, whereby in every situation, come way, whatever negativity is there, I just convert it into a positivity, and I convert that threat, that problem, into a opportunity, into a solution. So I think that stands for what is O. So I'm just trying to give you a few tips of how easy it is to become or being positive, but you have to work on your thought level. All these things are basically on the thought level. I can only think that this challenge is an opportunity for me if I work on my thoughts. So it is nothing but just a thought that this thing has come in my life. So again, sitting in the hospital with a fractured leg, sorry, I'm going again and again on that. I can just read my books, maybe read my medical books, maybe cultivate a hobby, start reading, start writing. So whatever in the past, because of my busy schedule, I was not able to do, now time has forced me to do, because I can't get out from bed for the next 2.5, 3 weeks, whatever. So that way. Then coming to the S, the positive after O is S. Now what does this S stand for? It is strength and success. So let me just tell you, I think someone told in the introduction somewhere that the people, everyone goes through negative situations, but people who come out of that, who really bloom out, are the ones who are able to create positivity. And why are they able to do that? Because they are strong inside. And this is what is called the strength, the inner strength. And this inner strength, there's a beautiful word in English, we call it resilience. It develops over a period of time, maturity, experience. As you age, life teaches you many things and you start becoming more and more strong inside. But it depends whether you're positive or negative. You can become strong, but strength, strong is a positive word. It's not a negative word. So how can I develop that? It's only again, it burns down to the basic core that I need to give myself some time. I need to go inside. I'll be sharing a few tips on how to go inside. So the moment I'm strong and I can convert my problems into solutions, then I can achieve success. Now, at this juncture, let me just tell you, many people also are a bit confused about the true meaning of success. As I said, I can't interact with you all. Actually, I'm a facilitator and trainer for these values in healthcare training programs, which we do. So I sometimes feel very odd when I just keep lecturing and I just keep talking without interacting with you all. And the problem with virtual is I really can't see you. I'm just in front of the computer screen with all cameras off. That's perfectly fine. But we'll sometimes try to do these sessions later, when it is good to interact with people where you all can also speak, but the limitation is time is a limiting factor. Yes, so I can't ask you all to interact, but I'm sure I know what you all are also having in your minds. So let me come to success. So what is success? We feel that having a big bungalow, what else? Having big cars, not a Maruti, but a Mercedes, having a lot of bank balance, having a lot of property, having a big name and fame in society. I am a so and so consultant. I have so many publications in so many journals. I have done so many lectures, so I'm successful, right? So actually, these are all these, I must say, outwardly positions, because they may be there, they may not be there. For example, right now I'm quite young and active, so I can do my clinical work, I can do my clinical practice, but after some time I have to retire. Then publications and all that will be a past of me, right? Then even on my board it will be written X so and so. Currently, if I'm practicing, I'm a consultant in whatever field I'm in, but then later it will be X consultant, because somehow or the other, you know, in our entire lives we are so stuck to our positions, our titles. The first thing which I feel, as doctors, we are so stuck with our title of doctor. Whether it's a simple MBBS or it's a super specialty, we always say when we introduce ourselves, I'm Dr. Manoj Matnani. So this really, boosts your ego. Let me not touch the ego topic because it will just go in that direction. But all these things are so temporary. Let me just tell you, because uh, at some point of the time, you will not be a doctor. In the sense, obviously, you are a medical professional. You have really worked on that. I'm not negating that at all. But at some point of time, you'll stop practicing. If there's some big illness you get and you're not able to do practice, you have to stop your practice prematurely, right? So these are all labels. I must just tell you that you should not be leading a life merely on the labels. And we try to define our success on the basis of these labels. Coming back out of doctors, I can see there are a few audiences who have joined who are non-medicos as well. Let me just speak for them as well. We can just identify our labels, not with our profession, but maybe even with our heritage, with our inheritance. Maybe if I belong to a Hindu family, a Sikh family, a Muslim family, and my family has a big name in the brotherhood or in the neighborhood, and I feel, oh yeah, I belong to this family. So sometimes, we have this wrong identity of ourselves, and therefore when we identify ourselves with that family name, with that title, somewhere the inner being, the I, gets hidden. And who am I? We'll touch upon that, because in Hindi में कहते हैं ना, जब तक ये गुत्थी नहीं सुलझी है कि मैं कौन हूँ, तब तक आपका मन बेचैन रहेगा. But जिस दिन आपने ये puzzle sort out कर लिया कि मैं कौन हूँ, life really becomes easy. And then these things of positivity, negativity then really don't matter. In the sense, you're above all these things because you know your real identity, your true identity. So coming back to what is this true success for me is basically success in the way, am I feeling happy inside? Am I feeling peaceful and calm inside? That is true success. Why? Because I can have a lot of bank balance, but that bank balance actually doesn't make me happy. Sometimes people feel, yes, I am in a Mercedes Benz car, I have got it, whatever, how many, 1 or 2 crores, whatever rupees it may be. Unless you have money, you can't buy cars. So money is happiness. That's what people equate to. But I'm sure all of you agree that money can give you a big car. I'll give you another example. I'm in a Mercedes Benz, I'm driving, beautiful air conditioning, beautiful music system inside, very comfortable car. I'm driving. Suddenly I get a phone call from home that please come home urgently. Your near and dear one has a heart attack and probably he or she is leaving soon. So what happens immediately? The same air conditioning going on, the same music system playing music which is soothing to me, the same comfort the seat is giving me. I'm in the chair of that driving seat. What has happened in that 1 second when I heard that news? That news, state of mind went down. And what I created a thought of unhappiness. I became peaceless. I became unstable. Why I became? Because the news which I heard. So now you analyze for yourself, does that car give you happiness? Does money give you happiness? No. The car will just give you comfort. Money can just buy all the outwardly possessions for you. But creating happiness, being peaceful, being positive, that all is basically your inner being. It's the inner work which you are doing. And that is what is basically the meaning of true success. So I must say, success for a person is basically to take care of your mind. A truly successful person will be a person who is absolutely stable and calm amidst crisis. That doesn't mean I'm telling you not to go and do work, not to earn money. Absolutely no. Please don't take me in that way. You can absolutely have n number of bungalows, n number of cars. You can have whatever you want in life, whatever comforts you want. You can go for a cruise to the entire world. You can do a world tour. You can spend your money lavishly, anything, everything you do. But while doing that, please keep a check on your mind. Is your mind happy because you are doing this, or you are happy and then you are doing this? There's a lot of difference between the two, because if I'm just doing these outwardly things to make me feel happy, then my happiness will be very, very temporary. So I need to know that if I want to create positivity, if I want to create positive thoughts, I need to work on the thoughts again, and I need to create those happy thoughts inside, and then only I can be successful. So we move on to the next POS. After that comes I. Now, what does this I stand for? I stands for insight. You know, insight is a beautiful English word. I love the word. Insight. We never say outside. Sight is S-I-G-H-T, not S-I-T-E. So S-I-G-H-T, sight means to see something, and in means inside. So when we say, we usually use this word, oh, I got an insight today that I need to do this. So we casually use the word, but we just go in the depth of the word. Insight basically means to see inside. And where do we see? Where do we see inside? No one has taught us that. People in the medical world, you are in the dental college, you all have been taught to look at your teeth outside. On a lighter note, I am a medical professional, so I have been taught to look at the kidneys from the outside, right? Everything is we have to look at outside. Obviously, that's our profession. No denying about that. But who will teach me to go inside? Someone needs to teach me. Because you know the WHO definition of health is not only about physical, mental, emotional. It's more important. They have added social also is there. They have added spiritual health. This is the crux. This is the core, I must say, spiritual health. So we need to take time to do this insight. Go inside, and we'll do that. And this can only happen when I really silence the conscious layer of my mind. You know, broadly speaking, we divide the mind into conscious and subconscious mind. So conscious layer of mind is, for example, I'm speaking to you now, you're listening to me constantly, words are coming from me and you're absorbing those. So your mind is at work. And if I take an EEG, not the ECG, the EEG, the electroencephalogram of the brain, the EEG waves will show that you are in a beta stage. Beta stage is the normal working stage, whereby you're constantly thinking, you're doing things, you're listening. So it's a state of your brain waves are slightly more active. I must say, nowadays we go from the beta into beta plus stage, whereby we become stressed. As someone was saying, Jayashree was saying about stress. What is stress? We move from the beta stage of slightly active mind, we move into a hyperactive mind. And where my thought process really becomes so fast, I become a bit disturbed and I become very irritable. That is a beta plus. So coming back to what is this insight, whereby I need to I need to silent my conscious layer of mind, and I need to go into this subconscious store which is there, which I have got as a treasure house. This store is full. I'll come to the treasure house if you're interested in that treasure house. It is full of my inner values which I have. It is everything. It is all those beautiful positive things. So it's this peace, calmness, stability, everything positive. Whatever you think of, it is love, happiness, power, everything. So once we need to tap this subconscious, how can we do that? That can only happen when I can really find out time, again give some time to myself, silent my conscious layer and go inside. And that is what we call the true insight. So you can only start being positive or feeling positive once you have this insight, the method to go inside. Coming to the next T, taming, tame the mind. We say कोई जानवर होता है ना, उसको पालतू करना होता है. You have to tame. Like the first few days, you have any animal, the wild, not wild, any domestic animal, you have to tame that. You know about dogs and cats, particularly dogs. I'm really afraid of dogs because when you go to someone's house, the dog starts barking at you. But the owner will tame the dog and say, oh, it's okay. This is a friend of mine. The dog will come and start sniffing you, be very close to you. You may feel, oh, the dog may bite me. No, he's not trying to bite you. He's just trying to get oriented to who you are, trying to sniff you because their sense of olfaction is very high, and trying to get acquainted that this person is probably a friend of my master and he'll keep coming. So I might as well know this person, that he's not a chore. So we tame the animals, the domestic animals. So same thing is we need to tame our mind. And here it reminds me of one word. We should be the mother of our mind, because mind is like a small child. You know, at the moment, if something has happened with me, again, I'll take the fracture example. My mind is up and down, up and down. It's constantly crying inside. So what I have to do is, I am the mother of my mind, means my mind is my child. So I need to take care of it. If you look at this in the form of a mother, a busy mother, she's cooking, she's preparing meal, and she also wants to go to work. So she's in a big rush. And she's got a small baby, say around 6 months old, in the cradle. He's fine. Music is going on. And this child is playing with himself with something or the other, with some toy. Suddenly, the mother hears that the child has started crying for some reason, for whatever reason. So, what does the mother do? She just pauses all those, whatever other activities she's busy in, and then goes back to the child, sees, is the child having a wet nappy, whatever, is the child hungry, or has the child hurt himself, many reasons for why the child is crying, and then accordingly she takes care of that, and the child also is at solace then. So what she did is she immediately took care of the mind, took care of the child. So same thing we have to do. We have to be the mother when my mind inside is irritated. It's a bit depressed. Depression also is, in one way, your thought process is very fast. We feel depressed people think very slowly. No, depression is a disease whereby your stress has gone to such a level that you really can't do. It's out of control, and therefore you have become depressed. So it is, we call actually a stage of beta plus, beyond beta plus. We can also say super beta plus or super beta. So what I need to do is, rather than going to such a stage when my mind really starts becoming slightly hyperactive, slight irritation, slight stress, I just need to stop other things. As I'm telling you, stop physically from outside as well. Just sit on the same desk where you're working, pause, see inside what is that. The mind is crying means what is that thought which is causing disturbance? Work on that. So this is the way you tame your mind, which is you take care of your mind. So it's as simple as that. Easier said than done, but obviously the moment you start doing it, it will be very easy. Coming to the another I, positive, POSIT, I. This I is related to insight. This I stands for introspection and introversion. It's a beautiful value, slightly hi-fi in the sense people feel that, oh my God, these people from Brahma Kumaris now again they start their satsang, whereby they'll tell us do this, do that. No, it's not about that. It's about introspection. The word itself has the meaning. What is spection? When you have regular inspection, you know, the knack inspection, this inspection, that inspection, you're all used to that. You really have to work a lot for inspection when the inspectors come and inspect what is happening. So here you have to be your inspector. So introspection, but this inspection is not about anything outside, about what you are doing. It's about what you're thinking. It's intro. And in the intro, it means introduction. So have you really got your introduction? That means, who am I? You can only inspect, you can only watch your thoughts if you know who am I. Right? So who am I? Let us just churn on this, because I'm just again getting this question out for you all. It may sound a bit intimidating for you, or you may find this, that why is this person asking us who am I, who am I? Don't we know who am I? It's good if you know who am I have no doubt about that. But as I said, we have this who am I wrong identity of ourselves. So who am I basically is the inner being. So I'll just give you an example. Rajeshri Kolte, she just introduced me with all my titles, so and so, blah, blah, blah. At this moment, it's 10:56 now. And suddenly I get a heart attack. My heart stops and I just fall. Obviously, you won't be able to see anything on the Zoom, but you'll be seeing my camera will just go off. And if within the next 3 minutes, if someone is not able to revive me or resuscitate me, I'm sure you know resuscitation. In dental, you're also taught that. So in those 3 minutes, if no one can resuscitate me, then I'm declared dead. So now you all are saying, Surekha, Rajeshri, everyone is saying that Dr. Manoj so and so. Then after that, what will you all say? Well, they won't say take Dr. Manoj away or take Manoj away. They'll say take the body away. Why? Why this? What has happened in this 3 minutes? So in this 3 minutes, since no one was able to revive me, that energy, that Atma, that soul has left the body. So who am I? I am that beautiful, unique point of light, the conscient energy which is driving the body. And very well now, this is scientifically proven, but unfortunately, allopathy is always a bit poor compared to Ayurveda as far as the concept of Atma is concerned. But we in allopathy in different ways call this as consciousness. If you know, there's something called Glasgow Coma scale of consciousness. We try to assess the consciousness. So it is basically assessing this energy inside. And now it is proven that if you draw a surface marking wise, if you remember your anatomy days, we used to do that. Surface marking is you draw a line from the center of the forehead here straight horizontally back, and here a line vertically from above inside here and down. So at the intersection there is a gland which is the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland, the hypothalamo-pituitary axis, and this gland is called the master gland of the body. It is just a gland, it is just an organ, it has nothing in that, but it is the soul energy, it is the soul, the energy, the point of light which is driving that gland, and therefore it is able to control the entire body. So who am I? I am this beautiful energy, and the proof is you will declare me dead and you will say the body, take body away. You all don't say take Manoj away, because Manoj has left the body, but the body is still here in front of you. So should we wait for death to tell us our true identity? I don't think you want to do that. So why not? Jab aankh khuli tab savera. Now that you know, someone is telling you that the true identity of who am I can be known, why not try to work on it? And the moment you start working on it, things really become easy, and being positive becomes really easy. And the last two words, its clock is ticking, I'll just finish in the next few minutes. V and E. Positive kind last sentence is V and E. What does V stand for? Voyage. Voyage means journey. I need to realize that I am this energy which is immortal, eternal. I don't die, I just leave the body. Right? Even Gita says, Atma जो है, अंदर की जो शक्ति है, वो कभी मरती नहीं है, ना उसको काट सकते, ना उसको जला सकते, ना उसको पानी भिगो सकती. No, because it's an energy. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. All of us know this first law of thermodynamics. So energy is something eternal. And we need to know that on this eternal journey of life, I will take many births. I will take a body, leave a body, take a body, leave a body. I'm not going into those details of births, but we are on a beautiful journey, all of us. And the journey can be only made beautiful by riding it properly. By which I mean, if you're a driver of your journey, on the journey of your life, you're your own driver. We say the soul is the driver of this body. So we have to drive this body. Being a driver on the voyage of this life, on the journey, I have to really think always good things about self and about others. And when I think good things, I naturally start becoming positive. Come what may situation from outside, my thought process always remains calm and positive. And the last alphabet stands for E, which is enthusiasm, which I feel is a very important value which we need to possess, because that will really help you to come out of negativity and think positive very easily. So in my life, if I'm full of umang utsaha, we call in Hindi, full of zeal and enthusiasm, then even a little bit of things which can happen will not affect me. You know, sometimes if your state of mind is happy, enthusiastic, what happens, even a big thing in life, something has happened, you'll say it's okay, chalta hai na, ho gaya. But sometimes if your state of mind is not right, if you're not enthusiastic inside, if you're slightly demotivated for whatever reason at work or at home, then even if something little bit happens, you're driving the scooter or the car, and someone just comes or crosses the road, even that person hasn't dented your car, but he just drives very fast, a two-wheeler on the side, and he just crosses past you, you feel irritated because your state of mind is a bit unstable. So this enthusiasm is a very important value which we need to cultivate. So I think this is the secret of positivity, being positive. So let's just revise what we covered in the last 40-45 minutes, that we need to be peaceful. The first piece, peaceful and powerful. And being peaceful is a power. Remember that. The more silent you are, the more stable you are inside, you are in an empowered state. Take everything as an opportunity, and make sure your optimistic outlook towards life never goes. That will really help you in bringing out positivity in you. S stands for strength and success. What is the meaning of true success and what is true inner strength? We have covered that. The 2 I's stand for insight and introspection. We need to find out time for that. Tame your mind. That's the T aspect. We need to tame our mind. We need to take care of our mind. We should look after our mind. We need to give some time to our mind for that. We just can't do that in a beta plus or beta stage. You can't take care of your mind. You need to take your mind to what is called, I didn't get time to cover that, but you need to go in the alpha state, slightly meditative state. Then you go in the gamma state, we call, and also in the delta state. Dadi Janki was called the delta lady because she was such a regular meditator, and experiment was converted in California in US, and she was given a lot of different activities for the mind to do, some maths, some calculations, like say 100 minus 7 kitna hai, 93, minus 7 karte jao. So your mind becomes slightly, starts working. So you go in beta and beta plus. But then Dadi Janki, she was doing all this work, but the EEG tracing was constantly showing delta rhythm. Delta rhythm, for your information, is the most stable rhythm. It has that 0.5 to 2 hertz frequency per second. And it's like your brain waves are very, very stable, very high energy waves, but very, very stable. So that's what is. So we have to work on that. We have to tame our mind. So Dadi Janki was declared as the most stable mind in the world. And we didn't, the Brahma Kumaris are not saying that. It's scientists who have done that experiment and who are not even, who don't even believe in spirituality. They are saying that. As I said, insight and introspection. V and E is look at your journey, voyage of life, and try to be highly enthusiastic. So with this, I would like to end, and I would also want to conduct a small meditation, but maybe not now. I want all of you all to go with that meditative experience. So if you have any questions, we'll just take it in the next 5 minutes or so, and then do a bit of meditation. I hope that's okay, Rajeshri. Yeah, I think you too. Yeah, I think you can unmute yourself now. Yeah.
So your lecture was so interesting that our audience, they are so engrossed in your lectures that they have no questions, I think.
Fine.
It was really a very wonderful motivational talk. Actually, in a very interesting way, you describe each letter taking from the positivity and how we should adapt it into our life. So I just want to highlight two points from your talk. That first, you told about one should work on your thoughts. So I totally agree that because we are surrounded by so many negative things, so many negative things surrounds us. So it's up to us that which things you have to sip, you allow to sip into your mind, subconscious or the conscious minds, because what you think it makes your feelings, and your feelings they makes your attitude. So if you want to adopt the positive attitude in your life, so first you have to work on your thoughts. So that is the most important point I want to highlight from your talk. And secondly, I sincerely thanks you for such a motivational, inspirational talk. And I'm sure that all the interns, they must have been benefited from your talk. And my sincere advice to all the interns, they're taking clue from the sir's talk. You always think light, think good, think positive, and always stay positive in every situation of life. So thank you, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitations. Thank you very much.
So before we leave, we'll just have a 5-minute meditation so that we do that. So I'm sorry if it's already 11:06, but just bear with me for another 5 minutes. I'll just share the screen, and I'll play some soft background music also so that it soothes the atmosphere. I hope the music is not very loud. Rajeshri, it's okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. So all of you, I would request you all for the next 5 or 8 minutes only. Just sit back. Make sure your hands are free. No pens, papers, books. Sit straight, your spine straight. And now also along with hands free, we'll try to make our mind also a bit free. How do we do that? Let's start. Take a few deep breaths in and out. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. And you'll see as you do so, your body starts getting relaxed. Relax your body. Watch the flow of the breath coming in and going out. And as you do so, you'll see that your mind also has started becoming very calm and relaxed. So relax your body, relax your mind. What a beautiful feeling. My mind is relaxed. Even now, you may get a few thoughts from outside, but gently tell your mind that, my dear mind, let me just for the next 5 minutes concentrate on the task I'm doing. You'll be amazed that your mind listens to you because it's your true friend. So with this beautiful, pure, positive thought that my mind is my true best friend, let's take a journey inside. See yourself as this beautiful energy, the beautiful point of light in the center of the forehead. That is indeed who I am. Sparkling, pure energy. The energy which is driving this body. I, the being. Now create this beautiful thought. I am a peaceful being. Peace is my original nature. The moment create this beautiful thought, entire body is filled with this peaceful energy. Aha, what a beautiful feeling. I am peaceful energy. Right at this moment, you can still hear noises from outside, but those noises don't seem to bother you anymore because you realize that peace is within me. It's my intrinsic nature. I can create it whenever I want. So again, create this beautiful thought, feel the thought. I am peace, peace and only peace, nothing else. It's my true nature. And I feel so nice inside because my inner nature of peace is in harmony with the peace of the nature outside. My peaceful nature harmonizes with the peaceful nature outside. That is the physical nature, the trees, the plants, the ocean, the sky. All of them are so equally peaceful. So I am in harmony with the nature outside. And as all of us, wherever we are seated, are creating these beautiful vibrations of peace, the rooms where you are seated are filled up with this peaceful energy. Particularly if I speak of the dental college, all the interns and all the faculty and all of us are situated in this one peaceful thought. The vibrations of peace radiate to the entire college campus. From the campus onto the entire city where I am in, to the state and I am responsible. What a beautiful thought. If I am peaceful, the entire universe becomes peaceful. And as each one of us radiates this beautiful, peaceful energy, we all become naturally very positive, effortlessly positive. Spend a few minutes in this silence and take this experience back home. And at the same time, just visualize God or the Supreme Being in the form of a divine light above me, is the ocean of all values and virtues. I, the light, the energy, connect to that supreme energy. And feel so full of peace and positivity. And on this auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri coming tomorrow, let me, the energy, the light, be ignited and let this darkness of ignorance on the Shivratri be dispelled. Because now I know I am this beautiful light connecting to the eternal light, God, Ishwar, Allah, whatever you want to call, who is the ocean of peace and ocean of positivity. So with this beautiful thought, staying in the same peaceful, positive feeling, let's come back into the awareness of the room where we are in. But take back with us this experience of being connected with the infinite.
Certificate.
Om Shanti. So thank you all for bearing with me for another 5-10 minutes. Thank you.
so much, sir.
Thanks.
Ma'am, Dean ma'am will join soon.
Joy.
Thank you, sir, for conducting this meditation and describing this positivity in 3S way, that is simple, spiritual, and scientific way. Thank you, sir. I hope everyone will do the SWOT analysis today at home and they will go within. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you, Kolte ma'am, for wonderfully conducting this moderation session. Thank you, ma'am. I hope Dean ma'am has joined the meeting. May I share the screen? Dean ma'am?
You're already sharing the screen, Jayashree. We can see it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Dean ma'am?
I think she has not joined.
Ma'am was trying to join now.
I think that's okay. I just got it, the virtual thing, so I'm perfect.
Okay, sir. I request Rathod ma'am and Kolte ma'am to hand over the certificate of appreciation virtually to you, sir, for this wonderful session.
Thank
Kindly accept this certificate, sir.
you. Absolutely, it's mine. I'll take a photo. Maybe you can just email it to me.
Yes, sir. Definitely we will mail it to you.
Okay.
Now I request Rathod ma'am and if Dean ma'am join the meeting, I request Kolte ma'am to accept the certificate of appreciation on behalf of our Interns Monitoring Committee, ma'am.
Ma'am, kindly accept the certificate. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Jayashree.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I hope everyone will definitely do the SWOT analysis, students and interns. We are indeed privileged to have had an eminent speaker, a soft-spoken personality today with us as a guest speaker, Dr. Manoj Matnani. Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have listened to your insightful session on positivity. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule. And we hope we will be having interactive session again in our next meeting also. We will try to do it interactive way. I heartfelt thanks to you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts with us and motivating our budding dentists for their bright future in this current situation also. And once again, thank you, sir. We are grateful to have had such a dynamic dean, and her leadership is reflected in all the developmental activities of our institution. Thank you so much, Dean ma'am, for encouraging us to arrange such sessions. I would like to express my gratitude to our Vice Dean, sir, for his moral and technical support to make this event live on our own VSPM Dental College YouTube channel. Thank you so much, sir, for your guidance. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to moderator, Dr. Rajeshri Kolte madam, for beautifully moderating this session. I would like to thank Chairperson, Interns Monitoring Committee for her efforts to make this event a successful one. I express my gratitude to Interns Monitoring Committee members for untiring, especially Dr. Bhattacharya ma'am. I would like to thank PG students of Parodontology, interns of Prosto Department for their unconditional support, and Mr. Himanshu and team for technical support. Last but not the least, the wonderful audience. Without their participation, this program can't be a memorable one. Once again, thank you all. So the take-home message. After any Vihasa session, they are giving us a message card. So I hope this is the message card for all of us. Please read this message. So this is the take-home message. We must be the mother of our mind. Thank you, sir, for giving this mantra to live in a positive way in this pandemic situation. Thank you, sir. So be positive always. Happiness will follow you, no matter what the situation is. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be positive within. Now I declare this program is over. And everyone will get the e-certificate on their registered mail ID. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Pleasure.